Hi.
Hello, Ming.
Oh,
Why did you come to class late today?
I was just my this is
Like, do you have a class
yes,
before this?
it's okay.
Did you have a class before mine?
What?
Em có lớp trước cô hả? Hay sao? Did you have a class before mine?
Uh, no, I'm not. Like my mom told me to do something.
Your mom told you to
So
do something. Okay. All right.
yeah.
Would you, do you prefer this microphone or the headphones that I usually wear? Do you prefer this or the one that I usually wear? Like
Uh,
this is this is the earphone, okay? I'm using my
yeah,
earphone, or
yeah.
and I usually wear my headphones. Which do you prefer?
Well, I would prefer when I want to playing games. I will use uh it's an earphone and it's a headphone.
Headphone, that's right, that's the headphone.
Yeah, I will have headphone phones to playing game, but when I like studying like this, I would choose earphone. It will be more comfortable.
Yeah, it will be more comfortable. Thank you. I'm asking because I am using the earphone right now, and I'm afraid that my voice will sound different or smaller or softer than when I use the the headphones. Yeah, I'm just asking to see if you want me to continue using this earphone or you want me to change back to the headphones.
Uh, whatever, because I still can hear you
Okay, you can
clearly.
yeah, you can still hear me clearly, right? Okay, then I will choose this. Because like when I use my headphones, the headphone pressed my glasses into my head. Okay, kiểu như là cái tai nghe nó áp chặt quá, xong rồi nó áp luôn cả cái kính nó vào tai cô ấy. Right, so it hurts my head a lot, and I feel uncomfortable doing that for a long time. That's why I like switch back to using just the earphone. Okay, so if you cannot hear me, then just tell me, okay?
Okay.
Okay, the sound quality on your side is much better than the last time we studied.
Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Did you fix anything?
no, nothing.
Oh, you fixed nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Last time in the last class, we were talking about, yeah, we discussed some questions here. Okay, like anything that makes you anxious, okay, and into minds about something. We like how do you say, we review the phrases, the idioms we studied, okay, the idioms about emotions and feelings. We review those and apply them into like apply them apply the knowledge, apply the thing you just learned to the speaking part, đúng không? Chúng ta đã áp dụng những cái idiom mà chúng ta học được để vào cái phần mà ask and answer questions này. Okay, right. Do you still remember the meaning?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, good. Then we will move on. Okay, we will move on. I'm not going to waste time on like reviewing them anymore because we already did last time. Okay, now we move on to a small grammar point in this unit. Preposition plus noun phrases. Okay, preposition plus noun phrases. Okay, so you see here, at. Okay, at is a preposition, right? Okay, so after
Yeah.
at, we can add some nouns to make certain meanings. Chúng ta có thể thêm một số danh từ đứng sau at để tạo thành một cái cụm nó mang nghĩa nhất định, được chưa? Okay, for example, we have not at all meaning in Vietnamese. Not at all.
Like không có gì đâu.
Đúng rồi, không có gì. Good. Right, next, at last, what is it?
Cuối cùng.
Cuối cùng, that's right. At fault, what is it? You're blaming someone. Okay, you're blaming someone, and that person is at fault. Okay, so for example, okay, For example, I stole the money. Okay, I stole the money, but I don't want everybody to know. So I blame another person. And I said, he's at fault for this.
Oh,
Okay, he's at fault for this. So can you think of the Vietnamese meaning?
phạm lỗi.
Phạm lỗi, that's right. Okay, phạm lỗi. Okay, you can also say that I'm at fault. Okay, just say I'm at fault or somebody is at fault. Okay, and that is ai đó có lỗi, ai đó có tội. Được chưa nào? Next,
Okay.
at once.
Like chỉ một lần.
No, not chỉ một lần. At once meaning immediately. Immediately. Okay, so for example, you are going to give me, like you are going to hand me the report, right? I told you to write a report and you're going to hand me. And I said, when you finish your report, give me that at once. Okay, give it to me at once. Thì cho khi nào mà em xong cái bản báo cáo đó thì hãy nộp ngay cho cô. Okay, give me the report at once. Okay, right now, immediately. Ngay tức thì. Next, at stake. Have you ever heard the word at stake?
No, not, no.
At stake. Okay. At stake meaning something is at risk or something is in danger.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Right, at stake. At stake nó bằng với something is in danger. Cái hồi mà lớp 8, lớp 9, lớp 8 đúng không? Mình đã học những cái bài mà liên quan đến bảo vệ môi trường nè. Thì chúng ta học cái cụm từ mà in danger species, đúng không? Đó là những cái giống loài đang bị đe dọa, đang có nguy cơ tuyệt chủng. Thì cái endanger này nó còn được áp dụng để mình, không phải cái at stake này nó còn được áp dụng để giải nghĩa thành cái từ endanger này nữa. Được chưa? Okay. Something that is at stake meaning it is endangered. Okay. So when you say endangered species, you can also say species that are at stake. Okay. Remember, at stake cannot stand in front of a noun. So at stake cannot stand in front of a noun. So it has to be moved to the back. Nó phải được đưa ra đằng sau. Right? Đứng sau mệnh đề đát. Endangered species that are at stake. Được chưa nào? Tại sao nó không thể đứng trực tiếp trước danh từ được? Bởi vì bản thân cái chỗ mà cụm at này là cụm at này thì mình đã thấy là at nó đang đứng trước một danh từ rồi. Vậy thì đứng sau at đã là một danh từ, và chúng ta thêm trực tiếp một cái danh từ đằng sau nữa thì nó lại không có nghĩa. Được chưa nào? Rồi. Understood. Good. Now, choose one and then give me an example of your own. Choose one word and make an example.
At last he chose to go to school.
Okay, at last he chooses to go to school. Can you say that again?
At last he chooses to go to school.
That's right. At last he chooses to go to school. Okay, so can you think of a synonym for the word at last?
Finally.
Finally, that's good. That's correct. Okay, you understand everything?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, right. So if I want to blame someone, which phrase should I use? If I want to blame someone, saying that person is guilty, which phrase or word do I use? If I want to blame someone, cô muốn đổ lỗi cho ai đó thì cô sẽ sử dụng từ nào?
Like at fault.
At fault, that's right. Okay, thank you. Okay, you should remember. By. Okay, so normally when we see the word by, teachers always remind us that by meaning next to, đúng không? Okay, by either means next to or the way we do things. Okay, the way we do things. By hoặc có nghĩa là ở bên cạnh cái gì đó, hoặc có nghĩa là bằng cách nào, bằng phương tiện nào, đúng không nhỉ? Okay, but now we're not understanding the word by in those meanings. Okay, we add different nouns after by to make phrases that have certain meanings. Chúng ta thêm danh từ đằng sau by, những cái danh từ khác nhau đằng sau by để tạo thành những cái cụm từ nó có nghĩa riêng biệt của nó. Ví dụ như by mistake, meaning
like because of the mistake, because I do something wrong.
Because you did something wrong by mistake. Okay, so when you say by mistake, so if someone does something by mistake, does he or she is 100% intentional or not? Okay, is he or she 100% intentional? If he or she does something by mistake. Is he or she 100% intentional if he or she does something by mistake? Intentional, cố ý, đúng không nào?
No.
No, that's right. Okay, so by mistake and by accident means totally the same. Okay, you do something, you do something wrong, but you are not 100% intentional. Okay. You don't even know like you don't even know you could be wrong at that point. Còn em cũng không thể biết là em có thể sai ở lúc đó nữa. Được chưa? Cũng không nhận ra được là bản thân mình có lỗi luôn. Okay. Rồi here, okay. Gary wandered into the wrong hotel by mistake. Okay, Gary wandered into the wrong hotel by mistake, meaning that he is wrong, but he is 100% not intentional. Ok, rồi, sai nhưng mà không phải là 100% cố ý. Rồi, cái đó giống kiểu như là lỡ để cho mình hay gọi là lỡ làm cái gì đó sai á, lỡ làm gì đó sai. For the time being, for good, for now, for one thing. Okay, now let's explain each one. For the time being, what is it?
For the time being.
So let me say this. For the it is good for the time being. Okay. A says to B that A told B that it is fine for the time being, meaning that after this it won't be fine anymore.
Okay.
Okay. Another example is that so okay. So imagine you have a girlfriend, right? Okay. You give her something on Valentine's Day, but she is not totally into the present. Maybe she's not like totally interested in the present, but she's like, okay, for the time being, I'll take it. For the time being, I'll take it. And
okay.
I want you give me another thing. Okay, I want you to give me another thing. After this, được chưa? Tức là tạm thời bây giờ, đúng không? Tạm thời bây giờ, đúng không? Yeah, tạm thời bây giờ. Okay, my examples are a little bit too difficult to understand. Can you give me one example with the phrase for the time being? Give me an example with for the time being to see if you really understand the situation.
I give my brother I give my brother a present, but he still but he don't like it. For the time being, he still take it.
Okay, that's one thing. Okay, the situation is kind of difficult to understand again. I will give you another example that is much more easier. Okay, so you know that when you're in university, you will have to rent a place to live, right? Okay, so for example, you find a place that you can rent with the amount of money you have. Với cái khoản tiền mà em có được, em kiếm được một cái chỗ mà em có thể ở nào. But like you don't really like it, but you have to stay there because this is the only place you could rent with the amount of money you have. Understood? Okay. And you plan that
Yeah.
in the future you will move out. So that means for the time
Okay.
being, you will stay here.
Okay,
So
I
that for the
understand.
time being, you will stay there. Okay, for the time being là cái cụm chỉ nó cái cụm nó nói là ok tạm thời bây giờ, để cho tạm thời bây giờ, cái gì đó mang tính là tạm thời chỉ trong một khoảng thời gian ngắn. Như cái ví dụ mà cô vừa nói lấy hồi nãy thì nó dễ hơn cho mình tưởng tượng nè, là khi mà lên đại học chúng ta sẽ phải thuê nhà. Ok, nhưng mà với cái số tiền chúng ta hiện có thì chỉ thuê được một cái căn hộ hay là cái căn phòng mà chúng ta không có vừa ý lắm, chứ không có hoàn toàn vừa ý. Nhưng mà biết sao giờ, tiền chúng ta chỉ có thể đủ thuê một cái căn phòng đấy thôi. Sau này chúng ta sẽ chuyển ra để thuê một cái căn khác vừa ý hơn. Ok, vậy thì tạm thời chúng ta sẽ sống ở đây. For the time being, I will stay there. Like despite my dislike for despite my dislike for the room. Understood?
Okay, okay.
Okay. Next, for good. This is a really interesting phrase, for good. Okay, he says he's going back to Paris for good. How do you understand this phrase, for good?
He like it?
No, he doesn't. It's not that he like it. When you add for good at the end of a sentence, meaning you are done with it. Okay, you're done with it. In this situation, he said he's going back to Paris, like he will never return to the city that to the other city, right? Mean forever. He says he's going back to Paris forever. For good meaning forever. Được chưa? For good là vĩnh viễn luôn. Được chưa? For good là vĩnh viễn luôn. Okay, another example is that like you break up with your girlfriend, right? You break up with your girlfriend and both of you don't want to see each other faces anymore. Okay, and both of you said let's end this for good. Let's end this for good. Meaning forever and ever you won't see each other again. You won't fall in love again. Okay, for good is kind of the same as forever. Okay, next, for now it is the same with for the time being. Okay, it is the same with for the time being because literally now meaning the time being, đúng không? Now nó là thời gian lúc này. Okay. Right, so for the time being, for now, basically mean the same thing. For one thing, this is kind of tricky. Okay, so how do you understand for one thing?
Like you like you do everything for a reason.
For a reason, that's right. For a reason, that's good. For one thing. Okay, so for one thing is the phrase you use to state a reason for something. Yeah. Okay, so for example, so like I became a doctor for one thing. Okay, money. Yeah. I became a doctor for one thing, quote, money. I became a doctor for one thing, hai chấm bằng ngoặc kép, money. That's it. So for one thing is used to state a reason. Thank you. Okay. Now, I would like you to choose one phrase, one word to give me an example.
Like for I go to school for one thing to study. I go to school for one thing, study.
Okay, that's good. I go to school for one thing, study. Thank you. Right, quite easy, huh? So how about for good? If you understand for good, then can you tell me an example?
I will use my old phone for good.
Meaning that you will use your old phone for the rest of your life, like forever. Remember, for good meaning forever.
And the new phone
Okay.
for good.
Okay, you will use the new phone for good. Okay, so that's a good sentence. But you should use for good when you want to say goodbye to something or a person. Understood? You use for good when you want to say goodbye to a thing or a person. That is more correct. Even if I told you that for good means forever, but they usually use for good to say goodbye. Like example, I will have to say goodbye to my old phone for good because I dropped it in the water.
Oh.
Understood? Okay.
Yes.
Hey, so you want to say goodbye to something that means forever. For forever, you won't be able to see it again. You use for good.
Oh, okay.
Right? Okay, so one more example to see if you really understand the phrase for good.
I will use my
The
new
old
phone
PC.
for
How
the
about
new
the old
phone.
PC?
What?
No, yeah. Okay, you say it first.
I will use my new phone for good because my old phone is broken.
I will use my new phone for good because my phone is broken. Okay, that's acceptable. That's acceptable. Okay, so how about your old PC? You said that your PC is broken and will never be able to fix, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can use in a context like this. Okay, I will have to throw away my PC for good. Okay, throw away meaning like you get rid of the PC, đúng không? Throw away là vứt đi, hoặc có nghĩa là nó là một cái cách hơi thô tục trong cái cách nói mà tạm biệt, đúng không nào? Okay, I have to throw away my PC for good. Đấy, mang nghĩa tạm biệt một cái vật gì đó rồi. I have to throw away my old PC for good because it's heavily broken. Understood?
Oh, yes.
So in a sentence, when you are intending to say that you throw away something or you say goodbye to a person forever, you use for good. Okay. Your sentences are still acceptable. Your sentences are still acceptable, but I need you to remember it more clearly. Right. Next.
Okay.
4. In. Next, in control. What is in control? Vietnamese.
Be under control.
No, it be under control, meaning that you are like somebody is in control of you and you are under their control. So for example, you play Minecraft, right? You play Minecraft. Okay, so the character inside the game is under your control, but you are in control of them.
Oh, okay.
Understood? So in control meaning you're very active, okay? You chiếm thế chủ động trong cái việc mà điều khiển người gì vật gì, đúng không? Còn under control là bị điều khiển để cho bị giật dây. Đó. Thì nó sẽ khác nhau chỗ đó. Okay, so in control is you're the active one and under control is you're the passive one.
Okay.
Right, example, my father always wants to be in control. Right, bố tôi lúc nào cũng muốn kiểu như là trong cái tình thế mà kiểm soát, được chưa? Bố tôi luôn muốn kiểm soát mọi thứ. In control. Okay, in doubt. Can you pronounce this? In doubt.
In doubt.
Okay, good. What is in doubt?
No. In doubt.
And you can say in Vietnamese is okay.
No, just doubt, like you're sure about something.
or you're not sure about something, or you are sure about something.
No. Like no doubt. That means that it 100% sure, but in doubt, maybe you are not sure about something.
That's right. Good. Okay. Good. Yeah, there's no doubt. That phrase, that idiom means that you 100 that is 100% true, right? But in doubt, meaning that you're not sure about something and you don't believe it. Okay, you don't trust, you don't believe it. That is in doubt. Okay. In the wrong. What is in the wrong?
In the wrong.
In the wrong.
Like like you do something wrong.
Do something wrong. Okay, you can say
Maybe
that.
this.
You can say that, but for like in the wrong is especially used when there are two people arguing. Okay, there are two people arguing, and you can clearly see that one is in the right and one is in the wrong in this argument. Okay, so someone is in the right, meaning that he or she has the right idea, has the right belief. Okay, and he or she has the advantage to win the argument. Okay, and someone is in the wrong, like he or she believes in the wrong thing, has the wrong action. Okay, and he or she, his or her reasons are hard to believe and sometimes wrong. In the wrong giống như kiểu như là at fault, nó gần giống như là at fault là có lỗi, nhưng mà thường trong cái cuộc cãi nhau những người nào mà in the wrong là bên đó là bên sai, còn in the right là những người bên đúng, đúng không? Okay. So for example, in the fight between Johnny Depp and his ex-wife, did you know that?
Yes.
Okay, in the fight between Johnny Depp and his ex-wife, so Johnny, people believe that he's in the right, and his ex-wife, they believe that she's in the wrong. Why? Because she did really bad thing. She did really bad thing to Johnny Depp. Okay, so that's why she's in the wrong. Chúng ta sắp xếp, chúng ta đánh giá những cái con người nào đó là có hành động sai trái hay có lời nói sai trái, chúng ta gọi họ là in the wrong.
Wrong.
Next, in any case.
Like in any case, là trong bất cứ trường hợp nào.
Bất cứ trường hợp nào. Đúng rồi, chính xác. And next, in that case.
So trong trường hợp này.
Trong trường hợp đó, đúng rồi. In any case chúng ta sử dụng để nói về cái tính phòng hờ, đúng không? Cái tính phòng hờ in any case. Rồi, còn in that, với cả nói về cái kiểu mà nói đại quát, nó gọi như là nói bao quát, nói chung chung in any case. Còn in that case là so in that case là trong trường hợp này là chỉ một cái trường hợp cụ thể mà chúng ta đang ở trong đó, đúng không? Chúng ta đang phải đối mặt với in that case. Rồi. Okay. Right. Okay, so now I need you to read this. Okay, I need you to read this and wait for me about 2 minutes. There's something going on in my family. I need to go solve it ASAP. Okay, I will come back.
Okay.
Right, I'm back. Are you there?
Yes.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Just something about the paperwork we need to do.
Okay.
Have you got the newest version of your ID? Yeah, ID cái giấy căn cước công dân ấy. Have you got the newest
Uh,
version?
yes.
Okay, when did you get that?
A long time. About 1 years maybe.
1 year ago.
No. About 5 or 6 months ago.
5 or 6 months ago. Okay, right. Like me and my family, we're beginning to do it right now. Because last time when the local government like when the local government began to allow us to change our ID, to update our ID, like COVID struck. Yeah, COVID-19 visited our area, so nobody wanted to, like nobody in my family wanted to go there because of COVID, right? And now there are a lot of problems rising because there are a lot of things we need to fill and a lot of papers we need to find in order to get our ID updated. Right. Okay, so have you read all the things on the screen here?
Yes.
Okay, so can you tell me what is with number 5 on the one hand and on the other hand?
Like on the one hand is in like if there are like like a a writing task that if you that tell you to write to discuss the advantage or disadvantage of something. So we often use this phrase to this to display our opinion.
To display or your opinion, or you should use to express the opinion, not
Yeah.
display, express the opinions. So on the one hand and on the other hand, so you usually use these phrases to like to, how to say, thế rồi. Từ cô biết cái chữ, cô biết cái từ nhấn mạnh là gì, tao quên mất tiêu rồi. Nhấn mạnh là gì cô quên rồi. What's the word nhấn mạnh?
Emphasize.
That's right. To emphasize. Okay, you use on the one hand and on the other hand to emphasize the contradiction. Okay, the contrast. Chúng ta sử dụng on the one hand và on the other hand để nhấn mạnh cái sự đối lập giữa hai vấn đề, đúng không? Mặt này và mặt kia. Đó, thường nó sẽ đi một cặp với nhau. Rồi, good. How about on second thought?
Like yeah, so if they has one on second thought, so there may exist on first thought. Yeah.
On first thought. Okay, so usually you don't say if I have on first thought. So on first thought and on second thought, they usually stand at the beginning of a sentence, right? It opens a new sentence. And usually on second thoughts, meaning that you quay xe on something. Hey, em vẫn hay thường nói với bạn bè về cái vụ quay xe đúng không? Hiểu ý
Yes.
em hiểu nghĩa chữ
Yeah.
quay xe không? Tiếng lóng quay xe.
Yes, I know.
Right. Ví dụ như
Yeah.
quyết định mua một cái gì đó đúng không? Quyết định mua một cái con chuột mới đi chẳng hạn. Quyết định mua một cái con chuột mới cho máy tính. Gần đến quầy thu ngân để tính tiền rồi, xong thấy là bảo là thôi đắt quá không mua nữa. Đó. Thì mình sẽ bảo là oh, on second thought, I think this is too expensive. I'm not gonna buy it.
Oh.
Okay, that is on second thought. Quay xe. Rồi, on the whole, it's like it's like a way to end. It's like a way to conclude a paragraph, đúng không? It's like a way to conclude the paragraph. Tổng thể. Rồi, next, under, we have phrases like under arrest. What is it?
Arrest. You are being arrested.
You're being arrested by the police or by the government. Right, good. Under control, like I just told you, if someone is in control, they make other people under their control. Okay, under the impression, what is it?
You are exciting with something.
Or you're excited with something. More like You know the word impression, right? Impression chính là ấn tượng,
Yes,
đúng
yeah,
không? So for example, you
yes.
meet someone for the first time and usually they give you good or either good or bad impression. Okay. And that impression sticks in your head for a really long time. Okay. And whenever you mention about that people, about that person, you will sometimes say, I'm under the impression that he or she is like this, even though you guys just met like one time. Understood? Under impression, có
Yes.
ấn tượng về ai đó, chẳng có ấn tượng về ai đó. So for example, like I have been talking to you for a really long time, right? But I'm still under the impression that you're a really quiet kid in class. I'm under the impression that you're a really quiet kid in class. That's just my impression of you. I don't know what the reality is. Cô không biết cái sự thật là gì. Liệu em có phải là kiểu như là một bạn học ít nói trong lớp hay không? Được chưa?
Okay.
Okay, that is under the impression. Under pressure is very common, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, very common. Right. Okay, what time is it? Ming, what time is it?
It's 3.5 for 3.50 p.m. now.
Oh, 3:45 already?
Yeah.
Okay, so
No,
3.
no. 50.
Oh, already 50. Okay. Do you have any class
Oh, I
after
thought.
this?
Yes. I thought your laptop will show the time of
Yeah, of course, but
the
I'm in slide sharing mode. Cô đang ở trong cái chế độ trình chiếu của PowerPoint đó, cho nên cô đâu có thoát ra để xem giờ được đâu, đúng không?
Okay.
Right, you see it?
Okay.
Cô đang mở trình chiếu PowerPoint mà nó full screen, nó full màn hình luôn thì cô đâu có cô đâu có
Uh,
thấy được. I cannot see the time, but my phone, I left it downstairs, so I needed to ask you. Okay, so I'm going to send you this task 8 and task like I guess task 9. There are some homework, like it's not homework, more like exercises. You can look at them before class. Okay, you can look at them before the next class and tell me what is your answer. Được chưa? Okay. Cái này chỉ sử dụng lại những cái phrases mà chúng ta vừa học trong buổi vừa rồi thôi. Hey, don't worry, nothing too difficult. Right, okay. Get ready for your next class, please. What class are you going to take part in next? Which class?
It's just an extra class. It's like piano class.
Oh, you study the piano. Okay. How
Yeah.
long have you been studying it?
3 months. Yeah, 3 months.
Oh, 3 months. Okay. I used to study the piano too. I miss playing it, but like, because I don't have time and I'm not like motivated enough to study it. Yeah, any longer. 10 years.
Yeah, I was forced to learn it by my mom.
You were forced to do it, but like, do you
Yeah.
really? But do you enjoy it or not? Like, do you like it?
Of course, I'm not like I just don't want to learn to learn piano, but my mom forced me to do it, so I just enjoy it and play it.
Okay, so like,
Yeah.
okay, I understand. I understand the kind of feeling, but sometimes you need to talk to your mom about your preferences. Like, mom, I don't really want to do this. Okay.
No, I when she said that she want me to learn this or learn some skills, so yeah, I often refuse, but she forced me to do it, so I have to obey.
And you have to obey. Yeah, you really like learning the piano can be very helpful for you in the future, and it may be one of the easiest way. Okay, maybe one of the easiest instrument you can learn. I mean, guitar is also there, but like, I don't know, reading the guitar notes can be difficult. The notes for piano is easier. The note for piano is easier. You just need to learn the basic. Don't worry. Maybe after 1 year you can talk to your mom about that problem again. Like, no, I don't want to continue. Like, you're already
So
you're old enough to say goodbye to piano.
Yeah, I just learned it until I can like play a song um, whenever I see the 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 piano sheet.
Uh-huh. Okay, like yeah, yeah, you definitely can do that. Like for me, after 10 years of studying the piano and I like gave up it like 5 years ago. Yeah, I gave up piano 5 years ago. I can still play the song if I know the note, but my hand movements are really slow and my reflex is not that fast. Cái phản xạ của cô không còn nhanh như trước nữa. Rồi, okay. I will see you again on Saturday at 2 p.m., right? If you have any problem before the class, just tell me and we can move to the
Okay,
Sunday. Right. See you. Have a nice
okay.
class.
Bye. See you.
Bye.